Day 19. We are making breakfast. Some cinnamon raisin rolls that we got from Too Good To Go in Trondheim with peanut butter and lingonberry jam, which is very typical from Sweden. We're heading to another campsite. And we don't know what's around.
I have no idea.
So we'll figure that out. The main goal is to get to the campsite one day closer to Finland.
Yay!
We're going to have to look into a vet again to get Morris into Finland because she has to take another tapeworm treatment. It was really easy the first time. I don't see why we can't do it a second time. We're going to clean up. We're going to take off. Let's see what today brings us. I made an executive decision today.
Not the month of the year for this. I signed a paper that said only November and only March.
Normally, it's only March and November that I grace the world with my mustache. But it's much easier to take care of, and so I just chopped it. It was an executive decision. It was heat of the moment, but it had to happen. By popular demand, it has been requested that we show more of Morris. Hi, baby.
Morris, do you like the campsite?
Do you like the campsite?
I don't want that many dogs around.
Yeah, you don't really like that many dogs, huh?
It's hot.
It is hot. We have to give her credit for how much she has adapted to the situation since we have started traveling. She was always very much a homebody. She would rather just be at home on her sofa than she would be out. She was always afraid of going for walks and into the street. She didn't like the noise, the cars, but her safe space was home. So we really uprooted her by taking her on this trip. The first couple of days, she really struggled. Now she seems to be warming up to just about anywhere that we go. Some places are more difficult than others, but she's a champ.
Yeah,
and she does really well, huh, baby?
Her fears. So, Google Maps says we have 4 hours to our next destination. We've only done 2 hotels in 19 days.
Yep.
Wow. Now we're machines. Setting up, taking down camp. We only have 3 days up north, then we start our descent.
And it is Father's Day. So, happy Dad Day to both of our dads. And one of our biggest fans, my grandpa. You guys are absolutely fantastic.
We felt we needed to try some candy. I have not even attempted to translate. We are going to be guessing what the flavor of this is. Let's see.
It's black.
And
it's gotta be licorice.
Yeah, it's all licorice. Okay, this is how it looks inside.
Oh yeah, licorice, black licorice.
Raspberry? Strawberry?
Maybe.
I've seen a lot of black licorice.
It gets a little sour.
I didn't like it when I was a kid. But then you try. It's addictive. Let's see what the other ones taste like.
Peach pear. Do you have any idea how happy this makes me? That we have found sparkling water. Not just one brand, 2 brands. They have 2 different brands in there. And I am pumped. Peach pear. Almost got a grapefruit. I almost got it. I was this close and I thought, Sarah doesn't like grapefruit, so I'll get peach pear.
How nice.
I know. Y'all are never gonna believe this, but the road and the trees are still here. We saw 2 women riding bikes on this desolate highway, just riding their bikes, doing their thing. Where were they going? Where did they come from? They're tree people.
Welcome. Welcome to Lycksele.
Are you ready to get out? Has it been a long day? Yeah, she's ready to get out. We have made it to camp. We've got all the deets.
We've got our carts and we have the spot we booked, which hopefully is very apart. And I've already paid the 70 kronas for a wash and a dry. Let's get the lion out.
We've got a corner spot. It's not terrible.
If no one parks in front of us, the view is awesome. And there goes little lion.
The hoodlum. She's free.
Zach, what is the part of setting up that you like the least?
We've done this now 15 times, and I'm pretty much fed up with it. But what do you do?
To me, setting up the big tent is no issue. It's all the backs up and down, and I forgot this in the car. All of the back and forth with weight. But the view though, this place is awesome. Let me show you a little bit more of our setup. We are inside the big tent. We did not put this tent the first 2 days, I think. Those are the only 2 days we have not put it. Yeah, but since then we've put it the rest of the days. We have the little tent inside. Inside of it we have an inflatable mattress that you inflate by pressing on this, or you can blow into it. And then we have like a fabric that we use as a bed sheet, and then our sleeping bags and a couple of pillows, and that is it.
One of the fabulous parts about being in the wilderness is that every once in a while you end up in a cloud of pollen. I think it's pollen. It's this really light yellow color. And yeah, and now everything is covered in pollen. The car is covered in yellow. The ground is yellow. The dog is yellow. Everything is now yellow.
Today it became late.
There's not a lot of hours in the day.
We are driving back the way we came because we want to try to see something of this village, but most importantly because we're feeling like eating something we don't have. We don't know what it is yet. It could be frozen pizza. It might be that we're just going for a walk by the shore in the supermarket, and we are okay with that. Today it's pretty late when we have decided to wander. I saw that across the water there was this place called Gamplatsen. There is a museum or something here, but this is what we're gonna be walking around. They have these old buildings where they explain what they were. If it was the police office, for example, this one here was the post office. Look at this telephone booth. Oh, babe, this thing is following me, babe. That massive bee or wasp was following me, and I got scared, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, oh, chocolate and cacao shop. I'm assuming they open this during the day, and there should be a church around here, because this just keeps going. This does look like the church. It says here the old church village of Lycksele was situated here up to 1800s. Foundations of the old houses are to be found all over the cape, and there also remains the foundation of the 18th century church.
This fence here is a Gardisgard fence, and they use very little nails. They are from local trees. They're easy to build. They're all over this area of Sweden, and they're actually lashed together with plants. They are on a tilt, which is for stability. So it was a cheap, stable, easy option that the Swedish used to build fences. And they are good for snowdrifts because unlike your typical fences, they have all of the gaps in them so that snow does not pile up and break them. Something that you'll notice on cars here in Sweden are the additional headlights that they set up in the front. Those are huge, at least 6 to 8 inches in diameter, and there are 3 on the front of both of those cars. This is for bad weather. Most of winter is in darkness, so a variety of things, but they are incredibly common, and a significant number of cars here have them installed. It's just pizza, eggs, and ham. That's all I got.
I love that though.
I want cheap and easy, and we have an oven now. So I got 2 pizzas.
Love it. 2 cars that have a red triangle at the back and no license plate. Could this be learners?
I don't know, but they never go very fast.
Those cars you're seeing are likely A tractors or EPA tractors. They're regular cars converted into slow-moving vehicles, popular with teenagers as young as 15, who can drive them with an AM license. The orange-red triangle, called an LGF scud, marks them as slow-moving vehicles, and they're capped at 30 kilometers an hour with restricted gearboxes and only 2 functional seats. They don't need standard license plates because they're registered as agricultural vehicles.
We were wrong.
They are restricted to only 30 kilometers an hour, so you don't need a regular license. You need a specific license you can get at 15, and it gets you around locally in small towns.
End of the day, We're so tired.
Exhausted.
And so we decided, you know what? Frozen pizza. A lot of driving.
It was a lot of driving. It was good though.
And we know where we're going tomorrow, Luleå.
Yeah.
We don't know if we're gonna stay 2 nights there or not, which is a mystery. Have a nice dinner.